Well, welcome everybody to this week's StarRocks community call. Today we have Nikhilesh from Helical Insight. As you imagine, it's that let's talk first a little bit about StarRocks, and then we'll talk a little bit about Helical Insight. So StarRocks, as you know, is a replacement for Snowflake, BigQuery, AWS Redshift, right? We are an open source project, part of the Linux Foundation, to do real-time analytics. So, Nikhilesh, do you mind telling me a little bit more about Helical Insight?
Hi, everybody. First of all, thank you, Albert, for having me in this session, in this webinar. So I am one of the co-founder of this company called as Helical Insight. We are an open source BI product company based out of India. Now, like StarRocks, we are also open source. We basically have two versions. There is a community version, which is completely free, and then there is an enterprise version, which is a paid version with more features. Now, this Helical Insight can be a good alternative to customers who are looking for a cost-effective but strong BI product as a replacement for tools like Power BI or Tableau or ClickView, QuickSight kind of products. So it comes with a lot of features, and we are also proud we have worked and we have also started supporting seller StarRocks as well.
Great. Is there a unique feature that your product has over some of the other products that you mentioned?
Yes, we do come with our own unique set of USPs. First of all, I mean, generally speaking, whatever we expect from a BI product, we have all those things covered. Like the product is on-prem, as in it is cloud compatible. We support Docker and Kubernetes. It is built on Java and React. Uh, it has a very simple self-service drag-drop interface through which you can create reports and dashboards. We are also working on making support for paginated canned reports also. So you will be able to get best of both the worlds, the traditional reporting as well as new generation dashboarding and data visualization. Embedding
Great.
is possible, single sign-on is possible, exporting is possible, email scheduling is possible. So all those kind of things are very much there. Now, uh, coming from an open source background, we call our product as a BI framework. Uh, why we say framework? Because the way we have architected and designed this application is to keep it very developer friendly and extensible. So we have an API first approach. So every single functionality that we provide with our application, it is supported by APIs. So you can, in fact, you can completely go headless as well. You can completely redesign your own front end or automate the entire process by simply making use of the API calls. So every single functionality is supported by APIs. The source code is available of the community version. Then we have a lot of placeholders in which you can inject code. So you can add HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Groovy code, SQL query. We also support something which is liquid template language. So those kind of things are also there. Apart from that, we have a lot of configurable XML files. So you can open those files, you can make certain kind of changes, and you can configure, you can do a lot of other things also in the application. Apart from that, at every module, it is extensible. For example, data source module. At the data source module, you can add your own JDBC driver and you can connect to any new database also, even if we don't support it by default. Similarly, at the visualization layer, you can add your own visualization. You can add your own database functions. You can add your own aggregate functions. For those charts or those visualization which you are adding, you can add your own customizations also. So at each and every layer, at each and every place, we have kept it extensible. So you can extend those functionalities. So the entire agenda, the entire thought process is, as I said, it's a framework. So the entire thought process is that as the technology is changing, as new databases come, new technologies come, new visualizations come, your investment should not become waste. You should be able to enhance the feature without really depending on the vendor also, though we are there to support. But apart from that, you yourself will have the power to extend the functionalities and capabilities uh, by yourself as well.
Excellent. So what's different between the community version and open source version and the enterprise version?
Okay, so the community version, the community version is more developer oriented. Uh, the report designer or the dashboard designer, it is not drag drop based. So you will have to write the SQL, even though you can achieve everything like the reports, dashboards, embedding, uh, email scheduling, row level data security, all those kind of things are possible in the community version also, but it is slightly more developer oriented. So you need to know certain kind of SQL to write, to create reports. Some HTML, CSS knowledge would be helpful to change the look and feel and do more advanced customizations. Whereas the enterprise version, we have built a low code, no code kind of platform. So you can simply drag and drop, double click, right click and customize, apply drill down, drill through, all those kind of things you can do with the UI driven option in the enterprise version. Whereas in the community version, it is more developer oriented.
Very, very cool. So tell me a little bit more about the integration that you built for StarRocks and seller data. Do you have some details about how that happened?
Yes, absolutely. So we StarRocks is growing very massively. A lot of customers, even very big names, have also started using StarRocks. So we keep on looking at the various databases and platforms which are becoming popular, and we keep on building connectors and support to those specific databases. So in that step itself, we started working on making our product compatible with StarRocks. So right now we are on our version 5.1. So if you are using version 5.1 of our product, there is a blog. So you can follow that blog and you can download those files, simply deploy those files at specific locations, and you will be able to start using StarRocks as well for building the reports and dashboards and other analytics. Having said that, we are working on version 5.2, which will be launching possibly in next 1 to 2 months. So in the version 5.2 and onwards, all these configurable files would be part of the installer itself. So you don't need to manually download those files and put it at specific locations. All those files will be by default part of the installer. So once you install 5.2 or later versions, you will at the data sources page, you will see a data StarRocks icon. You can simply click on it, provide the connection details, and you can start using.
All right. Well, thank you, Nikhilesh, for all that information, and thank you for joining our community call.
Thank you, Albert, once again for inviting me for the call. And please do reach out. Please do give it a try, and let us know if you face any issues, and we'll be happy to help.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Bye.